Welcome to the AFTERBUZZ Powerless TV show. We have a lot of bathroom puns and a lot of big changes in Charm City. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
The inner child in my life.
No, you can't beat this song. Hey guys, welcome to the AFTERBUZZ Powerless show after show. I am Alex Suarez. You can find me all over the internet at Real Alex Suarez.
Hey guys, I'm Chae Jones. You can find me at Real Chae Jones on Twitter and Instagram.
Now, let's dive in. First of all, I love how the episode opened up. A lot of big changes in Charm City. We lost our Crimson Fox. We lost our favorite superheroine, which was kind of sad. No, I was actually kind of sad to see her go. I'm kind of hoping she'll make a little bit of a return. How'd you feel about that, Chae?
I was upset. I'm like, she's the first villain we superhero we met. Jack-o'-lantern's the evil one. My bad right now. And you know, she was awesome. She's first, and I love how she said she's going to Metropolis, and then she's adjacent. Like she let that hang for a second, and she's like adjacent. That was actually hilarious to me, and I was just like, how are you adjacent to Metropolis? What is adjacent to Metropolis?
No, it's funny. It fits because everybody kind of in Charm City is kind of like, oh, we're like you know, like Gotham.
We're the ghetto of
but
Gotham.
Less than Gotham. So she's like, I'm moving up in the world, kind of next to Metropolis. So I think it worked nicely. But I am sad to see her go. Now, but her change, her leaving, sparked that whole initial, what are we going to do now? The streets are going to be unsafe. Things are going to start happening, which brought into question, she's the only superheroine she's the only superhero in Charm City. Yeah. And so far, that's all we've been really revealed to. So,
well, besides like the Olympus dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's the Olympian. But maybe a good opening potentially for him to come in. Because now there's a nice big slot open for another superhero. So hopefully we get someone cool. Maybe some hero that's like down on his luck or something like that, or her down on her luck that had to like be bumped down to Charm City to get her bearings or something like that.
That'd be hilarious. Pretty funny. Just a storyline of that. Well, because we know there's gonna. Oh, I don't think you were here that day. There is gonna be like a new superhero, Green Lady. I don't know when she's coming in though.
I do remember that. That was when we had the showrunner on the show. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I didn't know if you were there or not.
No, I remember it though. Yeah.
So like she's supposed to come in Green Arrow-ish like lady.
We'll see. Digress. Now again, this show is not about the superheroes, it's about the people within it. Right. So building those relationships within the office, we had a lot of really it starts off with the inner office politics of somebody used Van's toilet. Now, Chae, I don't know if you've ever worked in an office before, but using the boss's private facilities in any way, shape, or form is probably like the worst thing you can do. It's private. Listen, folks, don't use your boss's bathroom
unless they give you permission.
Even if they give you permission, don't use your boss's bathroom. Don't do it. I'm telling you.
Wait, what if like I get permission? That means I can do it.
Don't do it. Use the when you have your own bathroom, you'll understand. You don't want anybody. At home, did your mom or dad have her own bathroom?
We only had one bathroom.
All right. See, my mom had her own bathroom. And there was a whooping for anybody that went into that bathroom. That was her private space and sanctity, right? Same thing with my dad. He had his own bathroom. That was his special place, different place. Not like they each had individual bathrooms. I didn't live in a mansion. But
that'd be funny, though.
Yeah. Individual spaces. So, anyway, so Van goes on this nice big witch hunt. Starts with the witch hunt, right? Mm-hmm. And he starts labeling people off, starts running down the list. And therein lies the whole trinity of the three of them kind of being pitted against each other.
Did you say the unholy trinity?
The unholy trinity of them being pitted against each other. So that was a lot of fun. But the main relationship that Chae, your favorite relationship you said was definitely Emily and Jackie, right?
I like it. I think it's because like Jackie's just like so serious like person. Like life has kind of like made her see life a certain way, and Emily has yet to see that in a certain way. Because she's younger and she's still fresh, and
she's just a totally different personality too.
That is true,
entirely.
Like even when she's knocked down, she keeps coming back for more, which is why I love Emily's character so much. And I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, I'd rather just look at things positively as much as I possibly can, even when things go bad.
Sure.
Because I feel like once you like focus on the negative, like it'll keep like just negative promotes negative.
Right. Well, you have those two kind of, in this case, you have the two kinds of people with Emily and with Jackie. You have Emily, who is going to stay positive no matter what. No matter what happens, she's going to stay positive. The flood's coming. Well, at least we'll have good vegetation next year. And then you'll have Jackie, who the flood's coming. She's going to be like, I didn't have nice stuff anyway. You know, she'll have the one, she doesn't attach herself to anything, so she can't get hurt. And then you have Emily, who's just so overly optimistic that she can make anything work. And it's funny because those two people often butt heads just like they do, but they need each other. They're best together. And Emily and Jackie are definitely, as shown in this episode, best together. Hence, you got a friend in me. Good song choice, Chae.
I know, I love Disney, and it was like, because the episode's called I'm a Friend to You, and even though like, it makes them go Facebook, they're just like, I love it because like, it just sounds like a force, like she's gonna make Jackie be her friend.
Sure.
I think I've done that with some people, like my best friend now, I've known her for 6 years. Like, we were going to college together. She didn't think, like, she's like, who is this girl? She didn't think she was going to be friends with me. I made it. Like, you're my friend. We're friends. I don't care what you think or you say it's going to happen.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can. I really can.
Because I'm that determined.
Resilience and determination. Now, what's interesting, though, is Jackie played really, really strong and against Emily. But later on, we find out that she actually respects Emily's opinion a lot, which we'll circle back to in a minute. But I want to really go into the Jackie's character, which was revealed a lot more. So here's the thing. I feel like some of these characters at some points really haven't had a chance to shine. Remember, we kind of talked about this last week where we were saying, you know, every character individually was going to have their time to shine. Last week it was Ron, right? Yeah. He really had his time to shine, and
I think even in like the last moment of this, like he shined a little bit too.
Yeah, he did. Well, you know, they all had their moment, but this one was really Jackie focused, which was a lot of fun because again, you love your backstory. You love your backstory within your characters.
I love the learning of why people are the way they are. That's just an innate thing for me.
And we got to meet Jackie's daughter, which we've been talking about for a while. If we were ever going to meet her at all, we got to meet her tonight.
But that's what got me though. When we're like, she said I could have sworn she said she had a son, so that's why I was so confused in life.
Maybe she did say it. I don't remember.
Like
maybe she said she had a son. She's just messing. Maybe she has both. We don't know.
No, she only has one kid. Like
sure?
That, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Well,
next week if we meet her son, there you go.
Now I gotta rewatch because like now I'm like curious about that.
No, I'm pretty sure she said she only had her daughter. So Jackie creates this big lie, spins this tall tale of going to Six Flags Metropolis, right? Mm-hmm. So Metropolis was brought in a lot in this episode, actually. So I'm hoping that maybe we might see some movement in that field.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it was just hinted a lot.
Let's go.
Yeah. Take a jog down to Metropolis or something.
Basically, like I was like, it was a song that goes with this, but I can't remember. So just like,
dun, da, 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 da.
You're going to Metropolis.
We also got to see. So we saw Jackie spinning that tall tale, telling that she was an Uber driver. By the way,
Uber pool. She's like, I had Uber pool.
By the way, what was funny? I laughed so hard, a little harder than I should have, when girl comes in the car. She's like, "Yes, is this an Uber pool?" And she kicks Emily out of the car. Scary hobo. You trendy hobo, whatever. What was it? Trendy hobo?
Scary hobo.
Scary hobo?
Yeah.
I thought it was hipster hobo.
No, it was scary hobo. Because when she said it, I thought of Scary Spikes for some reason.
Scary hobo.
I was like...
Well, okay, what was funny is she turns back, she's like, little water bottle?
Oh, yeah, the tiny water bottle.
So I was in Uber for a while, and I sometimes feel the same way about how Jackie feels. Don't you tell anybody that I am an Uber driver, right? The worst is when you would pick up your best friends in high school, and you wouldn't know, and you'd be driving around the city, you'd get a bing and go pick up your friend, and your friend would be like, I didn't know you were an Uber, Alex. And I'd be like, I just do it every once in a while. You know, just when I'm bored, I'm not doing anything. When in reality, you're starving.
Okay, wait, what's wrong with me? Just like a carpooling driver.
No, I guess there's nothing wrong with it at all. There's nothing wrong with it, but I found it embarrassing when I was driving my friends around. I was like, this is like in high school, but I can't say the same things to you anymore because you're my client now. But...
Wait, I was trying to think of what things would you say, but go ahead, continue.
Oh, that's a different story. I used to put my friends in the trunk in high school. I can't do that when I'm an Uber driver. They frown upon it. I was talked to about it once, and so we haven't done it since. But moving on.
What if you're taking to a drive-in?
Drive-in, that'd be fun. Pay me for that. So the spin-out continues. that's when we meet Jackie's daughter. Emily goes to the school.
Which is like the same place where she shot Grease, and I was just getting so many Grease vibes.
Yeah, High School Musical came out again.
No, Grease Live. Like
was it the same exact facility?
That's
awesome.
It shot at Warner Brothers, and that's where they do Powerless.
Yeah.
So like they like turned the school into like
interesting.
The Charm City Elementary School, whatever. And I was just like, Grease.
Clever.
I love it.
Well, anyway, so we got a shot of Jack-o'-lantern later on blowing up Jackie in her car.
Just demolished it.
Yeah, I know. So here's the thing. I know the show's not about the heroes or the villains, but it is always so entertaining to see them interact with them and just see these little it's just like walks up, blows up a car, and then leaves. And that would be your life, though. If you lived in a superhero town, that's what's funny. I wish we kind of had a little bit more of that stuff going on, because that's what's funny. It's just you're walking down and all of a sudden like a building explodes above you and you're, there goes Superman again. Thanks for that. That was my job. I guess I'm off tomorrow. You know?
No, what got me about it, I was like, okay, so you're like, she drives, she gets to the stop sign, and then she turns the corner. I'm just like, didn't you hear him though? Why would you continue to turn the corner?
I know what you're talking about.
That's what, I think that's what killed me for that scene. I was just like, okay, you might be still mad at him, but I'm pretty sure you just heard this dude flying around up above you, yet you still turned the corner.
Do you think that their insurance covers super villain?
I feel like now, especially in this world they created, it has to cover superhero villain damages.
If you lived in one city versus another city, like if you lived where Emily lived in the flyover states where the superheroes would fly over but never land, I would imagine that insurance is a little cheaper, and when you move to like Charm City or Gotham
premium.
or Metropolis, it's like prime insurance money. You want car insurance, okay, well that's the superhero tax, supervillain tax.
But the side of that would be and if they blow up my house, or they blow up my car, they blow up my job and I can't work now, will you cover me?
Oh, see, that's premium insurance companies. Oh, originally it was supposed to be an insurance.
Oh yeah, it was.
Interesting. Funny how we circle back to that.
Because I was thinking about it.
It's nice to know the logic always leads to the same place. There you go. So we see Jackie's car blows up. Always rough. But then she ends up putting down Emily as her emergency contact, which
I loved how she came in with the flowers and the balloon. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, but okay, you had me." She just felt like that whole.
I know she could be in a coma, and she runs in what happened? That was sweet. It was a nice tie-in to show Jackie's persona hidden underneath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's always that was enjoyable. Meanwhile, Van continues his witch hunt
as he goes to his villain voice.
Yes, as the villain voice. I always do the villain voice when I talk about the.
Is he the villain or movie Mr. Microphone from Just the Pussycats? I feel.
Fine. Well, moving on to that. So Van continues his hunt. I loved the little characters that we get sometimes, like Peter.
Oh my gosh, he's like, my name's Peter.
Yeah.
Not Pedro, but
Not Pedro?
Peter.
Pedro.
Peter.
Pedro.
No, but it's Peter.
Pedrito.
Legit, I halfway wanted him to be like, do I look like I'm Napoleon Dynamite to you?
Yeah.
I was actually was hoping something like that would have happened.
Yeah. Alan Tudyk really shines in those little moments where they give him a lot of little room to play with in that.
He plays a lot.
Yeah, he does. He seems like he's got the most room to play because he's the darker comic relief in the comedy, which is the strange thing to say, but he's, and versus Ron's the lighter comic relief, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we have some sarcastic quibs thrown in there. But he, Van gets to be the villainous dark, comedic relief with it.
I feel like Van's a sidekick so hard. He's the boss, but he's also a sidekick at the same time.
Thank you for reminding me. I agree. And the other thing was, I feel like we haven't explored Emily leading the team so much. We've kind of fallen away from that. Like the pilot episode, you guys might remember the pilot episode was very focused on Emily being able to take charge of the team and run a tight ship. And now as it's kind of fallen away, it's kind of become more of she's trying to befriend them and she's trying to work together with them as a unit a little bit more. But we didn't get an invention in this episode.
True.
Right? We didn't get any of that.
But apparently next week's episode is Van taking credit for something Emily does, so that
maybe we'll get something. Maybe we'll get something.
Cause I actually want to see the Wayne X guys again.
Yes.
I want to see that go down.
Well, if it were up to me, if it were up to me. No, I would. I'm so in love with the concept of just let's see some more gadgets every week. Let's see. You know how so you know how like Law and Order and all these shows have their basic format. Crime happens, police arrive on scene, detectives figure it out, crime is solved, they go to court, blah 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 blah, right? And there's a twist at the end. With this, I thought maybe they might fall into the pattern of accident happens. We come up with a gadget to fix it. The gadget is really messed up. We find a solution in the end. You know what I mean? Like kind of like a format to follow there. Not that I don't necessarily love formats, but it was I was kind of hoping that we'd get a couple of those. So I'm excited to hear that next week we've got one of those coming. I don't know if it's, but I know it's I think it's an idea or something. I just know he steals something from her because the whole title of next week's episode is called Van of the Year. Van of the Year. There you go. So make us a cool invention. Or I don't. Yeah. Well, Van, I can never tell anymore. Like I'm just like, I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. Yeah. That. Speaking of Law and Order, I love he said Law and Order IBS. And Turtle She Wrote. Just the play on the words with the number twos. Yes, there was an absurd amount of bathroom puns in this. I will flush them out. Whoever the traitor is, I will flush them out. And it just went on and on and on. I actually didn't hear that one, funny enough. Like, I think because like I was still caught up on the whole the IBS and the Turtle She Wrote. Like, I was just like, it kind of like went, it makes sense. It was just like. There were a lot of bathroom puns. Number twosing, number one, like what? Yep. There was a ton of them. But we did figure out in the end that nobody used the bathroom. And instead, it was a simple, Jackie went in there to kill a bee, dropped the magazine, and that was it. And then we see Peter at the end. I love that. I love that ending of Peter scrolling through and seeing them all. And deleting it. That's what I thought was very, and just... His name is Peter, not Pedro. Oh, okay, exit. Pedro. I can't remember. It was Van's own doing. Try, man. It was true. Like, I think Van creates these things... And, he just creates situations. Sure. And whether they end up good or bad for him depends on how he acts. Yes. At the end of the day. Well, so that brings up an interesting point. Conflict. We haven't had too many points of conflict in the show other than Van. Now, Van is for me personally, he's one of my beloved characters in this show. He's one of my shining stars in this show. Not to mention, I love Alan Tudyk. But still, other than that, his character himself is, I really like him. I've liked him more and more and more. They've developed him really nicely. However, I feel like I feel a conflict coming in, like a major conflict of an outside source. You know what I mean? Like something else coming in and stirring up the pot a little bit. Like against the team? Against the team. Maybe the Wayne X guys. Could be the Wayne X guys. Could be characters yet unknown. It could be still back to Emily's family. Could be another Wayne division of another kind that we don't know about. Are we doing predictions? Are we doing predictions? Not yet. Not yet. We have other ones later. I have a few. But if you have some, go ahead. You can shout them out now. Why not? No, I was thinking that, because based on what you said, maybe Bruce decides he wants to replace Van. Just that idea of that episode would be hilarious to watch. Bruce taking over for Van? No, somebody, Bruce has somebody maybe even younger than Van to evaluate his bossness and finds him lacking. His bossness. His leadership skills? His leadership skills and finds him lacking, and then... Why would they find him lacking? Oh, you know. Why would you say that about him? Oh, I don't know. What could lead me to It's that? A possibility. What could lead me to that? I don't know. It's a possibility. we might have stuff like that. But that's what I'm hoping to see most of all. Now, we do also have special guests coming onto the show. Not this show, but onto Powerless itself. I know. And I cannot wait. I'm salivating at the mouth for that one. I'm excited because of who he is, but I never saw the Batman. That was not my generation. For those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about Adam West himself, Batman OG, dropping onto the screen in the Powerless saga. Now, as Batman, no. But we're gonna have unless he wants to do I'm Batman's grandfather. Batman's grandfather. And that might be interesting. We're not going to spoil for who he is going to be playing. We'll save that for then. But we'll definitely look forward to it. Now, Here's the thing about that. You should watch the OG Batman series.
Okay.
You really need to. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It falls a little more in line with the genre as what we're playing with here, comedy. Now, here's what we were talking about earlier, Chae, about how like no one's really explored superhero comedy on this grand of a scale. Not on like NBC, a giant network show like this, like a Powerless, and they really don't have much to compare to in regards to other shows that are like them. Ooh, good catch. Other shows that are like them. So I don't know. Do you have anything that you can possibly think that you could compare this to, this show itself? Because I don't have anything personally. I can't think of anything at all. If you guys can think of something, leave us a note in the comment section, something reminds you of
Batman and Robin?
Powerless. Batman and Robin? Really?
Maybe, yeah.
The movie?
Yeah. Only because that's also the only Batman I've ever saw.
Oh, you're killing me, kid.
I love that one though. Like everybody hates it.
Not even The Dark Knight?
I didn't want to see it after he died. I was just too depressed, and I didn't feel like doing it.
Who? Don't make a tear.
Who do you think?
Tear. Well, you can still check it out. I would still recommend watching the show, watching the movies, and watching the shows, and it'd be good for you. Anyway, circling back to Powerless itself, I am excited to see our next superhero. I am excited to see our next supervillain, if it's Jack-O-Lantern or somebody
I'm
else.
kind of tired of Jack-O-Lantern. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, didn't you get arrested?
Well-
No offense to who he is as a character or anything. I'm just like, I want like some new person now.
Sure.
If that makes any sense.
I like it. I like it. Well, let's do some. Let's throw in some predictions for next week.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
I just love that.
predictions.
This goes on a while. Yeah. Thank you. AfterBuzz predictions. You go first. You're up.
AfterBuzz predictions.
Batter up.
Batter up. I did play baseball and softball.
Ah.
Prediction. So like I said, I think besides like somebody coming in for, I think the possibility of maybe whole van evaluation type thing might happen.
Sure.
I would love to meet Ron's, like people from Atlantis, just to see like how they act.
I'm
Since
still
we,
not even
like,
sure he's from Atlantis.
He said he's not from Atlanta. That's Danny Glover. He said he's from
Atlantis. I said Atlantis.
I know. I like to say that again because I just thought that whole line was funny. I just love that whole line that happened during that episode.
Yeah.
I really want to, see where Ron really came from. I just want to see like what his people are like.
Sure.
To see how he turned out. Like I love my backstory.
You want to get out of the office a little bit?
A little bit. Like
Yeah.
I want to. I love The Office. I'm just like ready. I want Wendy and Emily. Like I want Emily just to snap on Wendy maybe once, just to see how Wendy takes it, or if she takes it anyway. Because she's kind of like things kind of roll off Wendy's back.
Yeah.
Or or she hits on Van.
That was funny. Thank
And,
you for
like-
reminding. That was great.
And her zipper, just like you want it.
Finally.
Like finally, like somebody brought it up. Like finally, like I love her character though.
So you want to build up that relationship a little bit? You would like to see that?
Only because like in pilot, it was more like I don't like you. I have Emily, detector, and like we haven't seen it really since the pilot. So I'm interested just to more evaluation of the
Sure.
relationship and see like
I agree.
there's some conflict for that too.
Yeah.
Only because like they seem like they're friends, but like I also don't think Wendy really could be friends with the girl for some reason.
Well, Wendy hasn't had a full episode to shine either. She's had little quibs and moments, but I think again we kind of talked about this. Every character having their individual episode where they get their chance to shine, whether they get their chance to show the depth within themselves. And this week we got Jackie, which was great. Last week we had Ron, and we had some other ones. So or Teddy, I should say Teddy, and
Teddy's brother's still hot.
Teddy as well. Teddy and Ron, both of them.
I'm still on Teddy's brother. Sorry.
Nah, that's
Continue
fine.
with your
Whatever. It's
predictions.
okay.
Sorry.
My prediction, I am definitely guessing, if not just simply hoping, for gadgets, more gadgets. I really want to see clever things that we would never think of about. Or stuff that would be like, yeah, what happens when Superman goes through that building, or what happens when this and that and the other. I really think some gadgets would really they would make me happy as a nerd, as just a nerd watching it from a fan perspective. I would really enjoy it. Predictions other than that, definitely expecting to see a new hero. Definitely expecting to see some new character entries that are gonna stir the pot a little bit. So yeah, we'll see.
I have one because you said that. Okay, so just one more. But like, I want there to be a superhero that's like superhero complexed. So like they get autographs. They're like, oh, you want to get an autograph with me? Like they're all about selfies and pictures more than being a superhero. I think that idea would be awesome.
That would work. Like Charm City gets like, because here's the thing, Crimson Fox was actually a decent superhero, and Charm City is kind of portrayed as this mediocre, boring, blah 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 dump next to Gotham City. So it would be funny to have them like a flawed superhero that no one likes,
but like has to like live with because like they're now the superhero.
Yeah, that would be funny. A lot of things that we can play on within the universe. There's plenty of superheroes like that are kind of like B-list or C-list heroes that just come in and like mess stuff up rather than making it better. There's a lot of things that they would be able to play with them.
Awesome.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of things there. Chae, we have anything else to announce about the show?
I'm great. I don't think so.
No, I don't think news-wise, guys. We're still looking at ratings. Still looking at a potential digital release for the show itself. And I'm really hoping that it's 6 through the season, 6 through maybe hopefully the next season. So we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
All right, guys. If you have any predictions, any questions that you guys want us to address, please let us know in the comments section. We love to hear from you guys. We always love hearing from you guys. I always check what you guys have to say. I know Chae does as well. I see her on there all the time. So please let us know if you guys have any questions. And other than that, I think I'm good. You good, Chae?
I'm great.
All right. All right, guys. Well, let us know if you have any other predictions.
Hey guys, I'm Chae Jones. You can find me at Real Chae Jones on Twitter and Instagram.
And I'm Alex Suarez. You can find me all over the internet at Real Alex Suarez.
We out.
We'll see you guys later.
Executive producers Maria Menouno.
It's like, what time is it? Do we have to get?
We're good. We actually went hella over too.
What, really?
Yeah.
Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.